It is the 50th anniversary of the Oscar-winning summer blockbuster Jaws, a film responsible for a massive shift in the perception of sharks. Now, one British swimmer is using the anniversary to flip the script in the very same place the movie was filmed. 55-year-old endurance athlete Lewis Pugh became the first person to swim around the island of Martha's Vineyard, swimming the 60-mile trek in about 24 hours over 12 days. All to help change the way people look at sharks and encourage increased protections for the at-risk animals villainized in that 1975 masterpiece. Joining us now is Lewis Pugh himself. Wonderful to have you, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
It is wonderful to have you. You completed this incredible feat, 62 miles in 12 days, swimming around the island of Martha's Vineyard. Would you mind sharing more about that physical feat? What it took to complete it mentally as well?
Yes, so I've been swimming now for nearly 40 years, and I can honestly say it was one of the toughest swims of my life. It was the cold, it was the distance, 12 days. The cold, it was about just over 50 degrees centigrade. So it was the cold, it was the distance, and then the constant thought about what may be beneath me. You put those three things together and then add on to that, during the 12 days, 10 days of it was a huge storm. So it really made it one of the toughest swims of my life.
Wow. I know you're committed to changing the dialogue around sharks, saying they're essential for keeping our oceans balanced. Now, reportedly 100 million are killed around the world every year. How dire of a situation is this? What do you see as the greatest impacts?
Yes, it's so serious. I mean, it really is, because predators are essential for a healthy ocean because they keep the ocean in balance. And now is the time to try and change the narrative for a new generation, because sharks aren't monsters. They are magnificent, they're essential, and they're seriously endangered. And the numbers you gave are so deeply shocking. On average, globally, each day, 274,000 sharks are killed. I mean, if you multiply that over a year, it's over 100 million sharks are killed. It's complete madness. It's an ecocide which is happening right now. I mean, if you take out all the sharks, very, very soon, you're going to have a collapse in the health of the oceans. It's that simple.
So the timing of this swim, it was deliberate, coming on the 50th anniversary of Jaws. Since the film's release, to note, apparently both the director, Steven Spielberg, and the author behind the story have contributed to shark conservation efforts ever since. How much do you believe this film did impact public perception of sharks?
It really did. It has shaped the narrative for the last 50 years. And unless we try and flip that script, it'll carry on for another 50 years. So not only did it impact the way we think about sharks and fear sharks, but I think it also, it made people terrified of being in the oceans. And, as a swimmer, as somebody who spends a lot of time in the oceans, spending time in the oceans is just a wonderful experience. And interactions between humans and sharks are very, very rare, very, very rare. And so we need to put these things into context.
Well, we're up against the clock here, but I want to get some actionable items coming out of this interview. What message would you like everyday Americans, non-ocean experts like myself, to take away from this story and this event?
So I think the most important thing is that we educate ourselves, because sharks are absolutely incredible. I mean, they've been around since before the dinosaur. They've survived 5 mass extinction, but they're seriously under threat. So we need to educate ourselves. We need to respect them. And then lastly, we really do need to protect them globally right now.
All right. Thank you so much. And congratulations. Lewis Pugh, it was great to have you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.